Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 as Rangers. Travelling to bottom of the table, pardon me. Partick Thistle just now at Firhill. They are 12th placed. Celtic host 3rd placed Aberdeen. They've just played 3rd place St Johnstone away at Hampden Park. So that's the 3rd place side playing Celtic 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully Aberdeen can get something at Parkhead, although I'm not holding my breath on that one. What kind of form are Aberdeen in? Really no form to speak of. Their last 5 they have 2 wins and 3 losses. They're losing all the away games and winning the home games, and they're of course away at Parkhead now, so a strong Celtic victory I expect. For ourselves, playing against Partick Thistle here, rooted to the bottom of the table. Partick 5 points clear, not clear but behind, I suppose, 5 points behind even that playoff spot. Poor form, lost the last 4, and we are now in inconsistent form. I would certainly agree with that one. So we need to turn it around. 9 times we've beaten them, we've got 3 draws, and we've never lost to them. Touch wood, that continues today. In terms of the strikers, I really don't know who to bloody play as the striker right now, because they're both in terrible form. I suppose I'll go Morelos, because I think he just has a bit more class, and I'll go Afif coming back in for Mitchell on that left hand side. Jordan Thompson will come out for Ivanildo Fernandez, who served as suspension, but Fabio Cardoso will continue in the back line. So we will have Fulton, Gamboa, Cardoso, Wallace, Oliveira. I'm going to go with Henderson again in for Burjonas today, and then McGinn, O'Halloran, Palmer, Afif and Morelos. So we're going, it's a 4-2-3-1, very brave today from Partick Thistle. I'm going to aggressively tell them I expect a win this time, because that draw against Hamilton is still playing on my mind. I'm going to tell them to push forward right from the off as they get the game underway here at Firhill. Over 60% possession in the first 5 minutes from us, but we've not managed to create anything. I'd like a nice early couple of goals here actually to settle us down a bit. I'm a bit worried about us and our lack of creativity recently, which I'm actually going to tell them to improve just now. Get creative, boys, come on. 25 minutes against the bottom place side. We're actually now at less than 50% possession, and we've created nothing. Celtic are 2 up against Aberdeen. This is abysmal. Come on, somebody do something. Wow. Absolutely nothing happened. That's now 90 minutes of football we've played if we count the second half against Hamilton, where we've had no highlights whatsoever. Certainly aggressively not good enough. I'm going to have to go with something different, I think, about our 4-4-2 narrow here. Afif and O'Halloran can come off, Burjonas can come on. Who can drop back? McGinn can drop back better than Henderson or Burjonas. McGinn can just be a supporting deep line playmaker, which is actually what the 3 of them are now. Palmer, advanced playmaker. Afif can come off for Odsonne Edouard, and we're going to play the 3 of them together. Sorry, the 2 of them together up front, just Palmer in behind them. Push forward again is going to be the instruction. We need to try something different. I mean, it's clearly not working. McGinn to Henderson and Palmer. You'd say obviously the business end of the season is not the time for experimenting and switching things up, but when it's not going well, you have to try something to make it go well. 9 shots, none of them worth seeing. Here we go, here's something at least. Gamboa throws it to Palmer. Here's where Partick pinch it and counter us and score. Gamboa, Palmer for Henderson. Osman has pinched it. Kennedy now looking for the counter for Partick. It's through, it's Vaughan. Takes a touch, he's away from the defence with his pace, he shoots and he hits the post. Jesus Christ. We've nearly played 135 minutes of football without creating any chances worth seeing. Route 1, there's no, there's nothing else to say at this point. Go Route 1. Mitchell's on for Oliveira to try and provide something more attacking. I'm actually going to give him the attack duty. Ditto Gamboa. And for the last 20 minutes, it's overload time, more risks, push higher up. and then demand more. I mean, what the fuck is happening? Shoot on sight. We need something. We need a moment of inspiration or something. Never mind being more disciplined or sticking to positions. Just do something. Somebody get us a moment of brilliance here. Or a moment of anything. Push Gamboa and Mitchell up. Go a true 2 at the back. Let's get them attacking wing backs. I mean, what more can you say? 5 minutes to create something against bottom side Partick. We've created nothing all game. Can we pinch it here at the death? I'm not going to complain if we do pinch it. I'll just take the 3 points now, please. Edward loses it to Chow. Lee Wallace now drives it forward. Oh my god, there's a chance for Partick to win it. Ryan shoots. Game's got a funny way of really stabbing you through the heart, doesn't it? And Partick win. Yep, there you go. Final whistle, 1-0 Partick Thistle. I don't even know if there's any point in playing a striker anymore, because they don't seem to do anything. When's the last time either of them scored? Not today, obviously. O'Halloran was the goal in the last game. Against Hearts it was Henderson and Wallace. Against Celtic it was 2 from McGinn and 1 from O'Halloran. Against Celtic it was McGinn. Against Dundee, there you go, Dundee on the 3rd of March. It's been over a month since either striker scored. And before that, O'Halloran and Afif. Then Morelos and Fernandez. When's the last time Odsonne Edwards scored? Jesus, way back 2 months ago. I really don't know what to say about this. We try something else? Certainly not that. I mean, training are we giving them? We're giving them defensive training. Okay, we'll give them attacking training this time for a week, because clearly it's not happening. We're top of the league currently by 1 goal. Exactly the same record as Celtic, 23-5-5. And let's not forget, we have to go to Parkhead. Celtic are the favourites by far now. We've blown a massive opportunity. I'd like the league split fixtures to come out, please. When the hell do the league split fixtures come out? Can we just forget the split this season? We'll just leave it here. Right, I don't care about any of these scouting meetings just now. We'll deal with that in the summer. What I would like to see personally is the split fixtures. I bet they don't come out until after this Hibs thing. Or are they already out? Ah, they're already out. Well, there you go. The final day we go to Parkhead. Honest to God, man. Right, so we do have Hibs in this cup first, then we have Hibs again 3 days later, and then like 3 days later again we have St Johnstone. How is this fair? We're basically being punished for being in that cup still. Then we're away at St Johnstone, Aberdeen. We host Hamilton again, which is obviously a bad one for us. Then we visit Celtic. What does Celtic have? Bet they're at home in every bloody game. They're away to Hamilton, they're away to Aberdeen, they host Hibs, they're away to St Johnstone, and they host us. So they've got 2 at home. We have also 2 at home. So you never know. I think basically it's about who slips up less. we essentially almost have to count ourselves as 3 points behind Celtic, because we're level on points and we have to go to Parkhead and we'll get smashed at Parkhead. We won't get anything at Parkhead, there's no chance. And not only that, we now need to keep up with our goal scoring, so it's no good now to go and pinch 1-0 or 2-1, or we need to go and beat teams like 3-4-0, which with the strikers in the current form is not going to happen. Might have a word actually, maybe I'll have a word with Morelos before the next game and tell him he needs to shape up. Maybe he'll respond to that. Sometimes works, sometimes the strikers do. You can have a wee word with him and just say, essentially, you've been shite pal, you need to buck up your ideas or you're going to be out of the squad. And sometimes that does work. I genuinely thought that we were going to win the title this season, and we've drawn against Hamilton and lost to Partick. That's 5 points we'd be clear of Celtic if we just did the business in those games. But hey ho, what can you say? We're not doing the business at the moment. It's the wrong time of the season to be in poor form, and I don't know what to do about this cup game now either. Part of me wants to play a weakened side so nobody ends up injured or knackered for the game that we then have to play in 3 days' time. That is so crap, making us play so soon after we already play Hibs. Honest to God, man. Right, I'm assuming nothing important is going to happen here. Oh, Fodringham's back, thank God. And Jordan Houston is injured. Not that it really matters all that much. Can we just play the game, please? Oh, for fuck's sake. Gamboa and Houston both injured, so we have no right back now. Sounds about right. Oh man, honestly. Watch us pump Hibs about 6-0 here and then go and lose in the league game. Fuck's sake, look at this. Houston's capable. I suppose he's going to have to come in for Gamboa. Fodringham's capable as well. Henderson should not play. Great. Oh, Celtic are actually going to Hamilton today. Houston's going to have to play, I suppose. Jordan Thompson on the bench with Fodringham on the bench for McAdams. Fernandez comes in for Cardozo. Donasav Diaz is in for Palmer, who's just off his game at the minute as well, like the rest of the team. There's nobody really to bring in. I mean, do we put big Eduardo Herrera on the bench? I suppose we can stick him on and see what happens. And take Thompson off the bench actually for Casey Palmer. Henderson's coming out for Jonas. Henderson will come off the bench as well for Ryan Jack. And into the game we go. Against Hibernian. I kind of just want this out the way, to be honest. Passionately, should be winning this comfortably. Bang, there we go. Kick off. I just want this one out the way so we can get down to business in the league. Wallace, Fernandez, Jonas, touch, forward, Morelos. I'd like Morelos to score. Just get the striker among the goals again. As Avdiaj whips it in. Man down for a pen. Nope, it's headed away. McGuinness beats Oliveira, still going. Switches play to the other side. McGeoch picks it up. Houston's nowhere. He's moving in the same postcode. But Ivanildo Fernandez sweeps up for him. And then lobs it right to Ali Crawford. McGuinness over the top, away by Wallace. It's so scrappy, which again, as I say, doesn't suit us. A thief charging forward now. Still going. Losing it. And it's back to the keeper. McGeoch again. O'Halloran pinches it. Morelos now on it. Out wide to O'Halloran. Avdiaj, can he score? Whips it. McGinn has to score. There you go. Against the old boy. Against the old boys. Donis Avdiaj puts Rangers 1 up at Hampden within the first 15. Plays it into McGinn, who puts us 1 up inside the first 5 minutes at Hampden. Perfect start. And perfect way for Donis Avdiaj to stake a claim that he should be playing in the league ahead of Palmer. But defending to do, Crawford touches it to McGuinness now, goes on a run down the left hand side. It goes right hand side to Long. Stacey, Wilson, easy for Fulton. "20 minutes gone. Come on, boys, let's get another. Let's get Morelos in among the goals here." Still, the only guy who's above a 7 is John McGinn because he scored the goal. Fife and O'Halloran, pretty poor. Houston throws it to Jonas. McGinn, smash one. No, he doesn't even get it. McGuinness lobs it long. Well done by Wallace to deal with that. McGinn angles it for a Fife. Can he get an assist to his name? Puts it in. It's a terrible ball. McHugh to McGuinness. You can see why a Fife's rated poorly. It's in. Oh my god, a Fife with the assist for Alfredo Morelos. He's back for the deed. Great finish. 2-0. Let's have more of this when we play them in the league, please. If we see at this game comfortably, then I'm going to name an unchanged side when we play them in the league. Very pleased with your performance, boys. Not going to say more than that. Again, it's to Wilson now. McGeoch, we just need to hold up against them, no crack. Fife into Morelos, he's just going to blaze one, isn't he? He shoots. It's a good save by Smith, actually. At least Morelos has shown a bit of confidence here. And a Fife as well, actually. Since he got that assist there, shown a bit more confidence. McGinn in, away by McHugh rather easily though from a Hibs point of view. Fife to cross. Morelos is there, and it's a Fife assisting Morelos again. Hat-trick, son. Come on, you're on for a hat-trick. This is exactly what we needed before we play them again in the league. Nobody's looking overly tired at the minute. Throw in for Oliveira. Come on, let's batter them. The only issue with this is I have a horrible feeling it's going to film a prophecy that we're going to smash them 6-0 here and then lose in the league. Morelos out to Oliveira. Chance to whip this in. Whips it in deep and he's hit the bar. Or post, whatever. I start to look at changes to keep people fresh. Let's move into the last half hour or so. Morelos is not going to come off for Odsonne Edouard unless he completes the hat-trick. Avdiaj may come off for Palmer to keep Avdiaj fresh. We know obviously he's had some injury issues so far in his time here. We don't want him going down before the game, the league games. O'Halloran now wide. Can he whip this back? He does. Afif's there, deserves a goal, and he has it. Akram Afif makes it 4-0. Let's pull Donis Avdiaj just now for Casey Palmer. Not Herrera, but we'll put Ryan Jack in for Jonas. I'm actually going to... Actually, if he completes the hat-trick, he's coming off for Herrera, not for Edouard. Odsonne Edouard's season might be over as far as getting a game goes. You can't trust a man who hasn't scored in 2 months when you're in the business end of the season. As a Fife floats one in, Morelos is unmarked. He unselfishly nods it down to Palmer, who blazes it wide again. I mean, after playing so well when he came in, early on, Casey Palmer. He's looked crap recently, if I'm going to be completely blunt about it. I'm not sure I'm willing to pay the money for him now. But we're going for a comfortable 4-0 here at Hampden. It looks good in terms of retaining the Scottish Cup, even though I'm not overly concerned about retaining the Scottish Cup. Let's look at latest scores. Can we actually check it? No, we can't, unless we want to check the league, please. It's Premiership. Celtic are 2-1 up. 2-1 up. 2 late Lee Griffiths goals after they were actually behind against Hamilton. I don't want to say it, but that's what champions do. But at least it's only a 2-1. If we can put Hibs to the sword, we could open up a goal difference advantage. And we're in the Scottish Cup final once more. However, that is going to be it for this episode. It's a bit of a shitter of an episode, to be 100% honest. Losing the game away at Partick, bottom of the table, completely adrift until they played us. Now all of a sudden they're within 3 points of Ross County. There you go, Dundee go there and beat Dundee United, pardon me, go there and beat them 3-0, and we kind of lay a glove on them. What can you say about that? In the league, obviously Celtic are ahead. We're even on goal difference now. Win the game against Hibs and we go back above them. And then the small matter of Aberdeen at Pittodrie for Celtic and St Johnstone up at McDermott Park for us. So 2 tricky ties for us when we come back. Hibs and St Johnstone. Let's not be fooled by the fact that we just pummeled Hibs in the cup there. It's still going to be a tough game when we come back to face them at Ibrox, especially given our recent home form in the league. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please drop down below and give the video a like. If you want to follow the series, of course, into the business end of the season now, last 5 games of the season for us, Celtic only having 4 left themselves, then of course you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd be really grateful for. But mostly I just want to thank you for watching and say that I'll see you next time when we're taking on Hibs and St Johnstone.